How would you like to hear about how I got one of the biggest deals of my life? Yes, I got a referral to a $5 million listing, and I got the referral by doing something that most real estate agents don't do. Many listing agents fail to do this one thing when they're prospecting, and it really costs them and leaves a lot of money on the table. I'll tell you what it is. Chris Stafford here, 30-plus year listing agent, still working in the trenches, also the founder of the Listing Collective. And if you're not doing this one thing, which is so easy to do, it doesn't cost any money, and it is a lot of fun. And that is to build your sphere of influence. Now, everybody is talking about sphere of influence and how important it is that you make sure that you're actually calling your sphere of influence. Of course, it's one of the most important things. It's super important that you call your sphere of influence. But in addition to actually calling them 4 times a year and asking for referrals, having genuine conversations with people, reminding them essentially that you are in real estate and that you are looking for referrals, you should also be building your sphere of influence. That is just as important than calling, all right? It is just as important as with regard to calling your existing sphere of influence. You need to build your sphere, and guess who you need to build it with? You want to build your sphere of influence with people that work with high net worth individuals. This is something that is so easy to do and is so fun. Picture attorneys, any kind of attorney. Picture real estate corporate attorneys, real estate attorneys, estate planning attorneys, probate attorneys. I mean, there's so many different kinds of attorneys that you really want to reach out to. CPAs, investment advisors, insurance agents, financial consultants. Who are those people called? Like financial planners. These are all people that typically work with high net worth individuals, and guess what? They all have real estate. And so these people are always going to be asked for, do you know a real estate agent that can list my home for sale? And you want to be that professional person's best buddy. And how do you do it? Super simple. And again, doesn't cost any money. I would set a micro standard, a minimum standard of how many you're going to call. So you go out there and Google or search professionals in your area. Search probate attorneys, insurance agents, CPAs, investment advisors, financial consultants. And then you're going to call them. And maybe I have members in my listing collective that I am coaching that are calling like 1 a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Or do it 3 people a week, even 1 person a week to get started. But you just have to call them on the phone and say, oh, hi, Mr. Probate Attorney. My name is Chris Stafford, and I hear you do great work. Do you mind if we stay in touch for referrals? Now, the thing I love about this is because that person doesn't know whether or not you're talking about referrals to them or from them. So consequently, they always say yes. They say, yes, let's stay in touch. I mean, you're calling somebody, a professional on the phone, you're blowing sunshine up their butt about how great they are, and you want to stay in touch for referrals. They're always going to say yes. And then here's what you do. You want to then send them a business card and your information in the mail and follow up. Okay, but you're not going to just send any old business card. What you're going to do is you're going to send the Statement of Qualifications. I talk a lot about that in other videos, which is just a sophisticated calling card. It's a Statement of Qualifications that's sort of like a mini CMA, talks about your marketing, testimonials, your CV, resume, and put that in a folder with a hand note and your business card and mail that to them. And they're going to love it when they receive it. They're going to really understand who you are. They're going to make, it's going to seem like you're a big deal. They're going to become trustworthy with you and all that other good stuff. And it's the old 80-20 rule. that 20% of them are going to be really super friendly. 80% of these people are going to say, oh, they're going to be very professional, but they may try to get you off the phone, say that they're busy. 20% are going to be really chummy. Regardless, if you talk to anybody, put them in your CRM. Have your CRM remind you to call them 4 times a year asking for referrals. Try to give them referrals as well. But the bottom line is you're going to get them in your CRM if you talk to them, if it's a warm body. But 20% of them are going to be super friendly. And those 20% you want to really cultivate. Go out to lunch with them. Buy them coffee. Have cookies delivered to their office. I mean, use your imagination, but really develop relationships and even friendships with these people, because again, you know, they are working with people that have a lot of money and have residential real estate all the time. That's how I got a $5 million listing. It's not the biggest listing I ever sold, but I got a $5 million listing from talking to an investment advisor at Prudential Securities. And they gave me this referral to this person, and I listed their home for sale. And that is somebody that I would never have known had I not called them and introduced myself and really got to know them, and over the course of a few years really developed a friendship with this person. So it's a real easy way to increase the number of people. Can you imagine if you just did 5 a week? All right, over the course of 52 weeks, you'd have over 250 new contacts in your SOI. You'd be building out your SOI with people who know wealthy people. What's better than that? So yes, call your existing SOI. That's super important as well. But spend just as much time and energy to build your SOI. Use your imagination. Reach out to people that work. You know, auctioneers is another one. I've reached out to a few auctioneers in my time. It is really important that you're not just calling your SOI, but that you're building your SOI as well. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's fun because people are super professional, and you can have a lot of fun hanging out on the phone with people that can refer you rich clients. What's not to love about that? So I'd love to hear more if you're doing this yourself and how it's working for you. Hit the link down below if you want to jump on the phone and talk about how we can dramatically increase your listing business and make you the top listing agent in your community. Thank you.